Hey there. Welcome to the Flat Out Truth. I'm Paulino B. Michael. And let's get these things started, man. We're streaming now on TikTok, Rumble, Facebook. And I'm getting feedback because I'm checking out our TikTok to make sure it runs right. What did I say? Facebook, TikTok, Rumble, YouTube, and our platform, the Flat Out Truth. Did I miss one? Anybody? I don't know. We're doing 5, so I might have forgot one. So anyway, yeah, we're going to be saying... what are we doing today? We're going to view owning our history. I was going to say truth in all things, but it always is. So yeah, owning our own history. So everybody, I've been hearing this a lot, right? It seems like nobody wants to take responsibility for what they do. So that's what we're going to get into. And after my master of clicker all buttons, my amazing IT wife and producer gets all set, gives me a thumbs up, I can introduce her. She is ready. Here's my amazing wife, Chelsey B. Michael.
Hello, good evening. We're getting this progress together. It's going smoother and smoother. We're getting it. It's great.
You know, it threw me off because I had the audio feedback from my TikTok on my phone.
I know, and I was so excited because I had turned your you usually have your computer on, and I turned it down. And I was like, I got it this time, and then I still hear something. And then I
remembered it. I remembered that, and I'm doing that, and I go, where am I hearing this from now? I thought I did everything right.
You did, and then the phone.
Yeah, it's funny. Well, whatever. It is what it is. I mean, we have a lot going on today. So, you know, we have kids that are, you know, fabulous outside this door here, and no, they do great. I think
they do really good.
And big brother's taking care of a little sister, and as long as he has his cars and stuff to play with, he's fine. So we can watch them. We're all monitored. We got monitors everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Stream looks better on our side at the platform. Everybody give us thumbs up. You think it's better or not? It's a little bit better. It's not as good as normal. See it? Can you look at mine?
I know. I have it on my iPad too.
Yeah, it's not horrible.
I tweaked it too.
Yeah, so you might tweak a little bit more. But anyway, we're getting better at that.
We are.
It was really bad before. It was like I couldn't even tell.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Rumble looks fantastic. You always make that comment.
Rumble is gorgeous. I don't even you just go to their platform. It looks beautiful right out the bat. It's so crystal clear, is it not?
It is. It actually
like nobody
looks really
else.
good.
I don't know what they're doing. It looks like it's all high def or something.
Not as many people. I don't know. Not as much AI. I
don't know what is in there.
I know it is really clear.
So clean. It's got to be some kind of patent that they're never going to tell anybody how they're getting it so clean.
Yeah.
You know, it's like their trade secret for them. But anyway, we were talking today.
More broadband.
Yeah. It just seems like that was coming up a lot, right? To own our own history. It seems like nobody wants to own their own history. And that's why if you guys are here and followed us from my announcement that we were going on today or what the topic was, I put that video clip in there and it was perfect. It really was. It was about a woman that was complaining that her baby daddy was a deadbeat, but she's the one that picked him. And that's what the guy kept saying on the radio. Hey, you're the one that picked him. So why are you complaining? Like, how do you know, and he goes, well, he used to, was it AS me? And, well, he's like, yeah. And she goes, and he did it for 2 years. And I put up, he goes, well, why'd you put up for it with 2 years?
Yeah.
And then she's like, well, blah, blah. And I got out. And he's like, well, then why? You're the one that picked him. And then why would you expect somebody that did that to you and treated you horrible for over 2 years? Why would you expect him to step up and be a great guy now? I mean, I'm saying that the guy can't change. I don't know his background, and hey, for all I know, he's a great guy, and it's just that's her viewpoint, right? I don't know.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, why would you expect somebody, if you thought they were bad then, to be good now and be shocked that he's not? Because in the end, you picked him.
Yes.
It was your choices. It's your history. And so that's what you have to deal with, you know?
Yes.
And so I don't understand why she was getting so angry. It was actually a great clip, and that's why I put it in there. I like that format because then you guys kind of get like the meat of what we're going to be talking about today. And we'll get more in depth once we leave these other platforms and stay strictly to the Flat Out Truth platform. If you guys want to join there, it's theflatouttruth.com. It's easy to join. It's free. You can continue the lives there. So, all right, she wants to say something.
Oh, no, I was just saying, yep, I had it and I lost it, but
she's so cute.
I know. I'm spur of the moment. Just so you know, it gets like I'm at that point, like I even I had a midwife appointment today, and she's like, oh yeah, like the blood's like all pumping right now, but at the same time, it's like your memory is gonna go down the tubes.
It's bad. It
It's
is
so bad. I'm usually not this bad, so I'll be a little rough. I'll forget things. It'll come back,
She's
but
so cute.
it'll get back. It'll come back. It is actually scientific. Your brain swells when you get pregnant. So
Yeah, and so is your belly.
and so does your belly.
Yeah, little baby.
So I'm
baby's so
impressed
cute,
when people can. They're like, I didn't even know I was pregnant, and they're like 30 weeks, and I'm like, how?
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, what you're saying with the accountability.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's what it is. Like nobody wants accountability. And it can be male, female. It could be in your job. It could be your relationship. It could be even religious. It could be your political views, right?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to take responsibility. I don't vote, but then they complain. Well,
Yep.
you're taking no responsibility because you didn't vote.
right, you can't complain.
Right. Oh, well, I don't like, I don't know, that church or this church, whatever, but did you do your due diligence? Did you seek it out? Did you read the Bible for yourself? Anything like that? No. Well, then how do you have a viewpoint? Take responsibility for everything. You pick the people that are in your life. If you have friends that you think are treating you horrible, get new friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why? Why would you stick around with people that are treating you horrible? It doesn't make
Yes.
sense.
And
And take accountability that you're not doing your due diligence and seeking out the right people. So go ahead, babe.
Yeah, because I think with that is a lot of people think, oh, they'll change or I can fix them or they'll grow. We've done some coaching in the past. And of course, every time you want to coach a girl, it's like, oh, for volleyball. And they're like, okay, we want to see them improve. But it is up to each and individual person. You say this all the time, is all you can do is plant the seeds. And
Yep.
so you're planting the seeds and then you give it to them and it's up to them to actually improve. Do you want to put the work in? And a lot of people say, oh, I'm a different person. And that is absolutely possible. But if you don't take accountability for your past, then you cannot move forwards.
Yeah, there's no change without hitting rock bottom, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody's always making an excuse because it was X, Y, Z, it was them, it was they, it was whoever, then you're not going to ever hit rock bottom. So if you don't hit rock bottom, how are you going to jump up?
Yeah.
How are you gonna leap off of nothing? You're still falling.
No pain, no gain.
Yeah, you're still falling.
Yeah.
And like we were talking about poop people. I did one about poop people. I mean, I can't say the word here, but the reason why is because like they'll see what Chelsey and I have built here by ourselves. And if you go to our platform, it's amazing. I'm just saying. But when you go there, people just like think it just happened. No, hours, man. I'm like, even right now, I'm living off 4 hours of sleep for like the last 6 days, right?
Yeah, that's
Between
about
all
accurate.
these things that I'm doing that you guys can't see behind the scenes, it's going to come out. And it doesn't just appear. So when all these things shoot out in the next, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you're going to be in shock. How did that happen? It's because I stayed up that late
Yep.
organizing, doing all these things that I have to do to get this out right. You guys will see in the next 3. We got something coming out really big in the next 3 weeks.
I know. He's been practicing. I'm excited.
Yeah. See, you're giving them hints. No hints, but yeah, I guess you can give them
Been
hints.
working on it.
Yeah, I'm working on it. So
Practicing,
yeah,
working on it.
yeah, but it's gonna be banging. It just is. It's gonna shock people.
I think so.
Oh yeah, you guys will have no idea what the heck's going on. Who is this guy? What's he doing? And that's it. I mean, that's all I can tell you. But anyway, take accountability. Like I grew up poor, on welfare, government cheese, food stamps, and all that stuff. I even had to poop in buckets, bringing up poop again. That's how poor we were. We had to borrow water from the neighbor. And I don't say that for, pity Paulino. No, now there's no excuse for anybody else not to build themselves up. That is what happened to me then, and it helped me springboard now. You can't just live in the past. Don't forget your past, because it should remind you not to slip back. But use that to propel yourself. Everybody can get better. You should be trying to get better every day, be a better person, better whatever you need to be. You should thrive for that. And if you have people in your life that aren't backing you up or bringing you down, even if they're blood, right? What does it say? Blood doesn't make you a family. It makes you related. And I do believe that. There's people that treat me better that aren't even my blood. And I think everybody knows that they have somebody. Some people are blessed with a fabulous family, and that's amazing. But if you're not, you have to choose the right people, and don't whine about it if somebody messes you over after 5 years, but they kept doing it and you just kept giving them more and more chances. That is on you. Take accountability, right? own your history. All right, I'm off. It's on.
Off your soapbox.
Yes.
No, and that's what I agree. And I think a lot of people think, oh, well, it's a bad circumstance or it's a bad history or anything. But good history can actually also do the same thing. And that's where my experiences comes in, because I did have a good upbringing. I did have everything I wanted. It was basically the polar opposite. But what ended up happening is I didn't end up learning some of the life skills that make me an adult. So I basically had an immaturity level. And then when I got out into the real world, I was like, what the heck is going on? And so, again, you have to take it whether you are at the rock bottom or you've even described it, the rock top. It's like, okay, you have everything you want. Now what? Yeah. It's like, well, do you still want to improve yourself or you just want to stay the way you always are? And I've just always been somebody like you that's like, I can always do better. You know, we're never going to be perfect, but it's like, hey, I can improve just one little thing at a time.
Yeah. And I mean, that's what's happening with celebrities, right? So like Will Smith is one of the guys that said that, like, that's why you see them fall once they get so high, because they expect everything to be great. But if they have a bad relationship, that money's not fixing it. If this is a hole in that they're missing, it's not going to do anything. You can have all the Bugattis. I just like to say Bugattis. You can have all the Bugattis you want, but that's not going to make genuine friends. It's not going to give you more connection to your family if that's what you want. Mm-hmm. See, that's not going to do it. So if you're missing that sword, you're gonna hit that rock top where you're like, I thought that's everything that would be. I can buy anything I want. I can do anything I want financially, and I'm still not happy.
Right.
So that's hitting rock top. You know, there's rock bottom when you have nothing, you lose everything. But there's that rock top when you have everything and you still are not satisfied. And you realize that it hits you like, hey, what is missing here? Where's the substance? It's not just things anymore. So anyway, I think everybody needs to take responsibility for their past.
Yeah, because we are watching, a lot of podcasts for you guys. And one of the biggest things...
Painfully.
Yeah, and one of the biggest things people do talk about, and I think they get stuck in it way too much, is they get stuck in the past. And whether it's something they regretted, or it's something that they just don't want to bring up, but they're like, oh, I know we hear a lot of this with, the religious groups and things like that. It's like, okay, I'm born again. Well, it doesn't mean you can't. It means you're trying to change yourself, which is fantastic. Like, everybody should try to change. Everybody should try to improve. But what it gets you in trouble with is, like you said, it's like it gives you a continuum. It's like, oh, well, I'm a new person, so I'm just automatically going to be better.
No.
And it's just not the case. Everything takes work, even being a better person. And so when you're like, okay, my past doesn't matter, it's like, no. Those experiences are part of who you are. And most people try to forget them instead of owning them.
Yes.
It's like, no, you have to own them. You have to recognize them, because you need to know yourself and use them to know your weaknesses and your strengths.
Yeah. And then you don't repeat yourself.
You know what I
mean? That's the thing. And be realistic, right? This is real talk. Live in reality, right? Yeah. So if it's only been a week, it hasn't been a long time.
No.
Even if it feels like it, regardless of what you're trying to do. So what you have to do is just like push through and you know what? Write stuff down. I didn't do this for XYZ amount of time. Then you can't lie to yourself. You just look through that, in your phone, on a paper, whatever.
That's why a lot of people keep diaries. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to. I do it for, this is biblical, for Yah, the hands of Yah. Every time I get blessed by the Most High, I write it down, because people forget. It can be anything. Oh, you get pulled over by a police officer and you're like, oh, please don't give me a ticket. I'll do anything. And then you don't get one. The guy's nice and he goes, oh, we'll let you go for a warning. And you're like, sweet. And then you forget it. You forget what just happened. So it happens all the time. And we're just saying there. But like, it happens all the time because you're not reminding yourself. Write it down. What happened today? Who helped me today? What did I do good today? If you need to do that, if you're trying to better yourself, that's what you got to do. That's accountability. You can go. That's what weights and measures. You can look back into your log, your phone, your diary, your journal. Mm-hmm. This is what I said I was going to do then, and I'm still here now. What am I doing? I must fix this now. Mm-hmm. I got to stick to it. It was only a week. Next time I'm going to do 2 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever it is.
Yep.
If I want to learn more about financial literacy and about how credit works, dig in.
Baby
Fix
steps.
it. Yeah. Be accountable for how much money you're spending and whatever. That's what your goal is to save up to buy a car or a house, fix your credit, build a business, whatever it is. Take accountability. Don't go, oh man, I wasn't born rich or I didn't have enough money, 10 years down the road when you could have saved your money. You should have not bought them Jordans. You shouldn't have bought all those things, video games and all this other stuff. Take accountability.
Oh, yeah, because that reminds me of the conversation you had recently. So you had gone golfing recently and you met an older gentleman and a younger gentleman.
Oh, yeah. Which one? It happens to me all the time.
I know, but the one there is like, he's like, what should I do?
Oh, wait. Are you talking about when he was talking about, I was telling the young guy, like what he should do is not focus on women, right? Mm-hmm. The dude was like 20 years old. I said, what you should do is gain knowledge, gain status, get a trade if that's what you want, or go to college, build yourself up. And when you're at 30, so like right now between 20 and 30, women should be 7% of what he's trying to do. The other 90%, he should be trying to gain knowledge and stuff. It could be spiritual, biblical, financial, whatever he needs to do. Get himself and build himself up, right? He's going to make himself a higher quality man. So then when he's deserving and he's ready, he thinks it's time, he can go search out and get a high quality woman. And that's how it should be working. But most of these kids, they'll spend every dime they got to impress women or young girls now and then regret it later. Because, it depends, right? If you're not born into money, you got to make the money. You got to make the right moves. You got to do that. You got to know, like, if you're getting Jordan, like my cousin Dustin's here in our platform. Shout out to Dustin. He flips his Jordans. That's a whole nother subject. So I'm not saying if you're buying Jordans and you're wearing for a little bit and then you sell them for more money, you're flipping it. That makes sense. But if you're just spending money, left and right and you have nothing to show for it, that's a whole different thing. You need to build yourself up, get yourself going so you can build a lineage. If your focus is lineage and not women, you'll go way further and get a better woman in the long run. That's what I'm saying. I can merely plant seeds. It's up to you to nourish it and keep this out and keep going. That's all I can do. I go that way. But if you go the other way, wrong way. That way. And then you go the other way. So my camera's in a weird spot. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, my camera is.
See, and now, what's interesting, though, is like you said, advice for guys. Now the advice for women, which is right now, I think society is telling them the same thing. It's like, oh, go get status, go get a college, go get a job, go get educated. And I think education is not what people think anymore. We hear Charlie Kirk all the time saying college is a scam. And it's not. It's only a scam for people that can't utilize it.
Yes.
And so in the sense of there are way too many people going to college for things that they never end up using. For some people, you're going to be a surgeon. It makes sense.
Yes.
Go to college.
Yeah.
But for something like we've even talked psychology or philosophy, or business even, like a lot of people go for business degrees. And you can start a business without a degree.
Yes.
Just start one.
Yes.
Like you said, flipping Jordans, making it into a business.
Yeah.
And so there's so many things that you can do. And it's self-taught. You can read books. You can go on YouTube. We always talked about he's an autodidactic.
Yes, I'm
Look that one up.
Yes. But like, not to cut you off, but
Yeah, go ahead.
We teach people how to start LLCs. We teach people how financial things work, like personal credit, business credit, how they cross over, how to build your personal credit or rebuild your personal credit using, like different laws that are in the books. But most people don't either have the time or understand the wording of that. And we do. That's what we used to do that. So anyway, I didn't mean to cut you off. Did you forget? Did baby brain you? Did I stop
for
you?
sure.
Dang it. No.
I know I was on a roll too.
You were.
Was it? If you say the last thing I said, I can probably get it back.
Oh, my husband's amazing. Do you remember that part?
That was part of it. But yeah. Oh, that's opposite for the women because and it's not to say you can't do something. Like we even recommend I went for sports. You're not going to be able to go play sports when you're older necessarily. Like that's your prime of your life. If you want to go get a scholarship and play sports, that's totally understandable. But it's just teaching women to be like men. It's teaching them to go get their bag and all that stuff. And for women, it's depends on what your goals are. If you want to be a career woman, just know you're not going to get the same guy as somebody that's more submissive. I know everybody's scared of that word. All the women are scared of that word. But submissive does not mean a slave. It just doesn't. It's not the same thing. The definition is not the same.
And it's not a partner.
And it's not a partner.
It's
So most women, when you ask them, right, go. I highly recommend it. Go ask them this question. It's like, hey, do you want a guy that makes more than you? The answer is usually yes. Do you want a guy that's taller than you? Answer is usually yes. What else do we got? Do we want somebody that takes the lead? Answer is usually yes. Well, then you want a guy that's going to be better than you. And that's where we're getting into troubles. Women, they're going to college and like, okay, now I'm at this level and the guy has to be at this level where there's way less guys. And it's not a good or a bad thing. They're just normal people. And so women think they've got this higher standards. Like, hey, you got to bring it back down because these are just as good as the ones up here. Actually, these are probably better because they're going to be more loyal. And they're going to still do all the things that you want, but you can't expect they're going to be the perfect guy.
Yeah. And if you want somebody that's better than you, like it's from the ladies, if you want somebody better than you, you can't get the guy and then not submit. If you're not going to be submissive, now you're just going to make arguments and you're going to be so anti everything he has to say because you're trying to equal it out. But you just admitted that you want more money, right? You want the guy that's stronger than you, smarter than you, makes more money than you.
Yeah.
And then can take the lead. But then you're like, nope, all that goes because now you're mine. We're equal partners. No, you're not. How can an equal partner be not as smart?
Yes.
That doesn't make sense.
It does not. But don't take it as a bad thing again. I know I have to be nicer when I gotta play the nice card. You gotta be
nice.
You gotta be the good guy. I'll be the nice one.
I am not a nice guy.
But it does again, submitting does not mean that he doesn't take your input. And actually he'll take your input more if you're submissive. So if you're constantly arguing all the time, he's either going to just not put up with it or not talk to you. He's going to shut down. But if you actually listen to him and follow his lead, because here's the thing that women don't realize, and this goes back into what we're saying, own your history. There's accountability to that. If the guy, if he succeeds or he fails, he owns it. He's like, yep, that's on me. And then, but if a woman fails, she's like, oh, it's because of X reason. It's because of Y reason. Well, you don't grow if you do that. You're like, no, if you want to take the pants in the relationship, you got to take all the loss too.
Yes. Yep. If you're saying, hey, honey, don't buy that boat. Don't do this. We're going to spend the money on this other thing and it doesn't work out. That's you then.
That's on you. Yep.
Yep. Should have bought the boat.
Yep.
But yeah, that's the thing. It's like nobody wants, especially men. But relationships in general, nobody wants a combative mate. They just don't.
No.
Everybody wants peace, but men like peace and women like chaos. They just do. They don't like it.
Dramas in the Kardashians.
That's why they watch dramas. This is fact. This is data. This is not Paulino.
No.
It's Paulino reading the data. That's just how it is. That's why they do. They watch dramas and they are always in somebody's business and they don't really like things to be. They like to be in the know for sure.
Soap operas are not catered
towards
towards
men. Those are the women,
men.
like right, the women at the church, right? The ones that want to be in the meeting. They know what everybody's doing. Did you hear what Joe Schmo's doing? Or you remember blah blah blah? Or you remember? That's what they do.
Yes.
What, right, and that's
they're very social creatures.
So when a man just likes it to be level. If he gets it where he's making X amount of money and, and everything's working out fine, he doesn't need a raise. He doesn't need to try to become the CEO or nothing. They're doing fine. And every day, every Friday he eats his steak. Every Monday's meatloaf. He's fine with that. He is. He's just fine with that.
I think King Queens.
Yeah. That's what he is. Yeah, King of Queens. You guys ever watch that show? There's a point in there where, Carrie, the whole time, the character of the wife, is constantly trying to get him to be better, so they can get into, Manhattan. He didn't want to be a bartender. Oh, you become a bartender, you make so much money, you can go to Manhattan. Oh, you want to be a boss? You should be the boss, put in for that so we can get into Manhattan. Supervisor, Manhattan. And he's like, dude, all I want to do is drive a truck. That's it. That's all he wants. And then, hey, you know what's so funny? Do you remember the one? There was one episode where he wants to make the sandwich shop and then she's against it.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, that's right.
He was going to give up his driving job.
He was going to give his driving job to his sandwich shop and she's like,
no, it's too risky.
Too risky.
Yeah. So it was funny. So he finally wanted to get some initiative.
Yep.
And then she's like, nah.
She shot it down.
You can't do it. So anyway.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah. The sitcom sadly is a little more accurate today than we'd hope it is, but. Now,
we can get into we did some merch And it's amazing. Yeah. If you guys like merch, you like truth in anything, truth in all things, the Flat Out Truth stuff is fire. And we spent many a night rebuilding it and getting a new, what would you call it? It's a new company that we're going through.
Yeah, I don't know if you can't call it platform. No. Ours is a platform. Yeah, new.
It's a new company that we're going through. Yeah. But so I redesigned everything. It's really fire. You got to check it out. We're going to show you a little bit real quick before we switch over.
Whoops! Don't forget to hit the right button. I gotta do this first.
Me,
I gotta do this first. I know. I feel like I haven't done this for a week.
I know.
It's been exactly a week.
That's fine.
We did take Thursday off.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, so here's our merch store. You'll notice our big, beautiful logo and our beautiful banner, also designed by Paulino Michael. So it looks just like our
everything
Facebook.
Else.
It looks like Rumble. It looks like everything else. It looks like our website and our platform. So right now we've got 3 collections. We've got the Flat Out Truth logo, because, you gotta spread the Flat Out Truth. We've got our multicolor, so this is our extended brand colors, which are really fun. And then, of course, for 4th of July, we had to go with an America First. Again, you just came up with his idea, and he's like, let's do it. I'm like, this is awesome. So, some of our feature... Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, if you can get to the Trump fist one, man, that's amazing.
I'm trying to see if I have one. But this is just some of the stuff at the top. Some of our featured items that we've launched. Here you go. So
look at that's fire. Come on, guys. That's fire. So even if you're not, I guess, a follower, I would wear that. If I didn't own this thing, I would buy that.
For all our U.S. people.
Yeah, it's for the U.S. Hey, I want somebody's from a different country. If you want me to make something, maybe I will. If you shout it out enough.
Yep. So go into everything. So we have all sorts of things, from clothing to water bottles, phone cases, hats, of course. We got some golf polos, tumblers. I'm excited to get this guy. You'll see him soon. Of course, we had to create some baby stuff. I say we when it's really just you.
we got tons. We got tons of baby stuff.
We got tons of baby stuff. I was
born to speak the flat out truth. Mom and dad speak the flat out truth.
Yep.
And I always speak the flat out truth. So
yeah. So kind of like he was saying, is like, we do take donations, which is nice. We have Cash App, we have coffee, and then you can also donate if you like the stuff on our page, want to see more, and you can send us a message like he said. Let us know if you want us to make something else for you guys.
Maybe you need a different size, or you want a different color. We can try to hook it up.
Yeah.
Especially until we get real busy. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
The busier we get, the more people we get. It's gonna be harder to do that. So take advantage of it now. That's what I would say.
Yep. So we've got tank tops, t-shirts, like I said, golf polos, long sleeve. The jackets are really sweet.
I was
surprised those came out.
I made pajamas.
We have pajamas, onesies. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
tons of stuff.
Anyway, is it almost time to leave? No, we got we got 2 minutes.
We got a few minutes. You got a few minutes.
Yeah. So anyway, show your support and do that, and we can keep doing this. And if you guys want the full shows, you join by going to theflatouttruth.com, and it'll say join, and you become a member. There's a free one, and it's called Curiosity, and then you have the premium one, that is the Emerald. So simple, and it's. There's a lot of content in there, even for the free. But if you want major content, go to the premium at $9.99. It's not actually that much. I laughed.
It's really not.
For as much content that's in there. I have so many articles in there. I think I got over 1,500 articos in there now.
Yeah,
that's just me.
It's only going to grow.
And other people.
Yep.
We have all the topics that you guys want. We got the news. We got we got news, government, society, history, food, health. What else?
Law, society.
Yeah, we have so much.
We got biblical text. Got conspiracy. Can't have a without conspiracy.
We even have a biblical calendar in there that I made. So if you're into that, but we talk about everything.
Yep.
There's even expressions. If you guys have talent,
yes,
you could throw it in there.
Yep. You got music, art, painting.
And, Marcus might think we're throwing a little bit too much out there. I can't help it. We got a lot to throw out. But anyway, we hope you enjoyed this. We're going to pick this up, and then it goes unchained once we stay on our platform. So we will be leaving here. So buy TikTok, buy Rumble, buy Facebook. And am I missing one? YouTube.
YouTube.
And this is for entertainment purposes only. So there it is. I'm just putting it out there. We do use satire. But when we want to finish this off, come and continue it on theflatouttruth.com. And all of our members, stay put. You know, we're going to sign off to these other guys, and we will be with you guys shortly and continue this on our platform.
Yeah.
So goodbye, guys.
Love to see you guys there.
Yeah. See ya. And I am Paulino B. Michael.
I'm Chelsey B. Michael.
And as always, be safe.
Be blessed.
And that's the flat out truth.